Gus, you obviously sit here as not qualifying for the semi-finals, bitterly disappointing. How do you sum up where it's gone wrong so far for the team?
I think it went wrong from start. Let's put it this way. This is T20 cricket, and you need to show courage. You need to show composure at the end of the day. If you're timid, and at the end of the day, you're just not going to produce the kind of scores that you want to produce. And we've seen that with our batting. Our batting has been pretty timid this whole series. I mean, starting from the first game against the Thailands, when you have a score of 70 odd to get, and you took 16, 17 overs to get it, it tells me that at the end of the day, as much as the players have some batting ability, I think there's a fear factor when they get out there in the middle to play their natural game. And it's unfortunate that they wait till they get to the highest level of the game in a World Cup to show that, that lack of courage.
And why do you think there is that timidness, considering how successful it's been over 4 years ago? You were winning this tournament.
Well, I mean, over the years, we've always had good performances, but if you look at the scores have always been about 120, 130. We've had good bowling performances and defended it in the field. I don't think we have scored the 160s and the 170s as regular as we want to. You can put that down to a few factors. Deandra Dutton has always been one of our go-to players. The last World Cup, we opened with her, and she had one or two, brilliant performances. I think she lifts the energy of the team many times. She's coming back from an injury. We were trying to, give her some time to get herself together, but everything happened so quickly, and she was thrust back in the opening position in this game. It didn't work, but there's some talent in the squad. As I said before, composure at the crease is important in T20 cricket. We've seen that. We have dashers. We have people who could accumulate runs. We have people who could finish. But it's execution on the day. We prepare as well as we could. We had a few days in Norsa. We had some rain, but we played well enough there. We came back here. And we had some good sessions. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, just wasn't good enough. But congratulations to England. I think they're the better team on the day, and they deserve to go through.
In terms of the batting group, there were so many dot balls in that innings, and it's been a problem in this whole tournament. What is that down to? Is there any element of fitness, just a mentality thing?
I don't think it's about fitness. I think the players have been are fitter now than before. Let's put it this way: they've been through some serious regimen before coming on tour. They have done well so far. As I said before, batting is an individual thing. A batter or whomever, you can prepare as well as you can. You have to back yourself. You have to back your preparation. I mean, some of the balls that these ladies are patting, you bowl at those balls in the nets, and they go way, way, way out of it. So it's not to say they can't play the shots. I think it's about them backing themselves, believing in themselves to execute on the day, under pressure as well. And I think that's going to be important.
In terms of the next game, then, how important will that be to regain some pride in this team, and how much would a win mean given what's happened?
Well, it will mean a lot, obviously, for individuals as well as everybody else, for West Indies cricket on a whole. But I have to get an 11 on the field first. Right now, we are struggling. The captain is out of the tournament at this point in time. No two ways about it. We have had, other players who have had issues reoccurring as the tour went on. So we are hoping to put a fit 11 on the field first. And once we put that on the field, we back them to do the job.
Do you think, looking back, and there's a degree of hindsight to this, I know, that it was the right decision to bring Deandra back with a lack of cricket? And did you put quite a lot of faith in her to say she was good to go?
Well, I think the medical team certainly cleared her to play cricket. She had a little tournament in Trinidad prior to the championship, prior to us coming here, and she did reasonably well. I think the level of cricket is a bit below what we are about, and we felt, as I said before, we've been nursing her along, and we've been hoping. As you realize, she has not been bowling, but we felt, she'd been batting pretty well in the nets. She'd been playing in the practice games that we played. She did quite well. And, one felt if she can, get in there and bat a few overs, give herself a chance. And I think that's what it's all about. If you give yourself a chance and play as straight as you can, you will score runs. Unfortunately, what we're seeing is quite a few of the batters, they're not patient enough to give themselves a chance, and they then play across the line most times.
Mentioned the injury. Stephanie Taylor, firstly, how shattered was she when she came off the field?
Stephanie
Taylor, how shattered was she after she came off the field?
She was quite shattered. I think she's still shattered. I think it's a twist of fate, if you want to call it that. At that stage of the game, I think had she been there, it could have been a different game. I think she's one of those players who, gives the others a lot more confidence within themselves to play. And I think once she was out there, she was looking like if she was getting the ball in her way. And, you never know what could have happened. But these things happen.
Sorry, if I could I get a list of the other injury concerns you've got out tonight? Because it seems like there are a few.
Yeah, we do. As you look at Brittany Cooper, she was limping. She twisted her ankle a little bit. She is it. We have young Henry, who basically wasn't available for this game because of a reoccurrence of something that happened in the past. We've had a few injuries, setbacks on this tour so far to key players. So one of the things we are looking forward to in the next game is hopefully put out I won't say a fit 11, but an 11 that will stay out there on the park.